Hello everyone, and welcome to today's F1 Manager 24 video at the Canadian Grand Prix. Race targets can be 16th or higher, or 17th or higher, and we shall get into qualifying
here
now.
in Quebec, and we're excited to get underway. On a man-made island in the heart of Montreal is Canada's Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. This unique track circles the outline of the Ile Notre Dame, giving plenty of challenges to our drivers between the tight corners and a long final straight.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. But there are a lot of contenders and plenty of races still to go.
Sit tight then for the rest of the action.
Practice, I meant, not qualifying. Yeah, practice 1, not on the top half of the board. 19th and 20th, 1st and 3rd in practice 2, and in practice 3 it was 1st and 4th, so looking good for the Canadian Grand Prix, where we're hoping to score some strong points here at Canada, but a good qualifying will be needed.
Hello and welcome to the much anticipated qualifying session.
The Circuit Gilles Villeneuve isn't a permanent track, so circuit evolution is high over the Grand Prix weekend. Overtaking is possible, but getting a well-timed lap in qualifying will help any driver.
There's Red Bull's driver there getting ready for today's session. What have you made of them recently, Karun?
The main thing on my mind was their speed in practice. They just weren't that fast. But was that down to the driver, the car, the team experimenting? We don't know, and we'll just have to see how they fare in qualifying.
Well, it's almost here. Qualifying coming up soon.
So starting Q1 then on their flying lap, Gio's going to be first, then Iwasa second. They're about straight away from each other, or straight apart from each other, should we say, because a straight away means a different thing to you Americans and Canadians. Anyway, it's a green for Gio in the first sector because our first lap was on inters, just so they build confidence by setting green sectors. Bit cheesy, I know. Green sector in sector 2, and green sector in sector 2 for Iwasa as well. Gio's going to come around the last 2 corners, really quick lap, should only take about 30 seconds on time 2 speed. Up towards the line, what's going to be, it's a P8 for Gio, really nice, in front of Sonoda, behind Bottas where we should be, and Iwasa is going to go 12th. I'm not too happy with that, to be honest. Second lap in, both drivers are 12th and 14th. This will be the last lap of the session if Gio can make it, which he can't. Gio is out. So Gio is going to be finished there in P12. Iwasa is yellow in the first sector, and he's coming up to the hairpin now, so he probably hasn't improved too much. But there's still quite a few people on left on flying laps, which is making me a little bit anxious that we're going to get a car knocked out in Q1, which obviously wouldn't be ideal. Gasly is on a flying lap as well, we'll watch him. Iwasa's just started his, no, that's Gio. Iwasa's just there on an in lap actually. So Iwasa is not improved, Gio has not improved. Is anybody else going to improve? Gasly does improve, but he can't beat us. Who else is next? We've got Ricardo, then Magnussen. Ricardo improves but doesn't beat us. Ricardo's out in Q1, and that should be us safe, because both our cars don't improve, but that's, the Mega Gamer cars don't improve, but that is fine. So I think it's 12th and 14th in Q1, time for Q2. Coming through turn 2, down towards 3 and 4, quite a heavy bit of traffic, and to be honest, that might have ruined Iwasa's lap before it's even started. The green first sector, but that's because it's the first sector of the lap. I don't actually think it was too slow. Yeah, 21.3, yeah, it wasn't too bad, and to be fair, through the hairpin for Iwasa, and now for Gio. we'll see who gets fast laps. They both come across the line. They're about straight apart from each other. And coming up towards the line for Iwasa, it's the second off Verstappen. Quicker than Hamilton though, which is nice, but he got blocked and all sorts. And Gio is 4 tenths off Iwasa. Now on their second lap of hopefully 3 in this session. I can't actually read what that clock says. Is it the end? Might be the end in fairness. But I can't exactly see. Is the flag? Yes, the flag is coming out. It's the end. It's the last lap of the session. Hamilton is out. Magnussen and Ocon are out. So there's just Iwasa, Pourchaire and Gio left for a chance in Q3. They're going to come up towards the line. Gio is going to be the first of our 2 cars to come up towards the line, and across the line it's going to be 11th. He misses out. What can Iwasa do? He's got a yellow sector, so I don't think he'll be able to do much better, to be honest with you. He goes 11th. He replaces by 1,000th. Missed out on Q3 by 1,000th of a second. And then Pourchaire comes and splits our 2 cars, so it's going to be 11th and 13th for race day. Let's have a good race. It should be wet as well, I think.
"70 laps of the Canadian Grand Prix await our drivers here in Montreal."
Named after the legendary Canadian driver, the circuit Gilles Villeneuve has been host to plenty of first-time winners. Jean Alesi, Lewis Hamilton, Robert Kubica and Daniel Ricciardo all got their maiden victories here.
With a flat-out section of over 1 kilometre in Sector 3, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is a track that asks, who dares brake last? And that means it's tough on tyres and brake temperatures the whole way round. The time has come to fight it out. It's race day. Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. And as we look to Logan Sargent, you can see the focus and concentration.
They'll be a bit frustrated to start in P18, but if they nail their race strategy, who knows what they can pull off.
Right, let's get to it then. This is it. We're moments away now at the Canadian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
And indeed it is lights out and away we go. Lights out, and as you can see, we're 9th and 11th due to some penalties, and it is pissing down in rain. So this should be a good Grand Prix for us. It is technically wet right now, but the track should soon dry off. There you go. And it's intermediates already. There we go. Didn't take long. Gio is trying to fight for 10th. Iwasa's up to 8th. He's got Russell. That was a stellar move. Although Russell's going to come straight back down the inside. And Oliver Behrman has spun on his teammate. A little bit too much power on exit and just spun her away. So easy to do in these conditions. George Russell then gets Iwasa back. And Gio then dive bombs Iwasa. It's double points for us at the moment. And here's the replay of it. Stellar move by Gio. Robust. And now Russell versus Iwasa. It's going to be a huge dive bomb, but Iwasa is going to get that dive bomb. I've noticed that slipstream is key around this track. And the slipstream range is sort of 8 tenths, but there's Iwasa in front of Russell.
Track, really not great.
And Oliver Behrman is having an absolute stinker of a race.
The brakes couldn't cope. They took a gamble.
Off he goes there. And it just doesn't get any better, does it, for Oliver Behrman? It will never get better.
I had no decline on those straights.
Valtteri Bottas is struggling with battery deployment, and we're straight away up to him. His battery must be disabled for the moment, and we're going to steam past him up to 7th place. But just as we pass him, his battery fixes itself and he's quickly back past us again. And Gio is now on the back of Russell. and is now past Russell, although both our drivers now have absolutely no battery
Right, let's have
whatsoever.
a look as we go into turn 4. And that's where they slightly run off the
I'd argue that was more of a corner cut than running wide, but fair play to Kevin Magnussen.
Here we are, going into turn 9.
Although maybe not fair play, because he looks like he's had a
Very
boo-boo
heavy on
here.
the brakes. By that point,
Oh, he was lucky not to collect that V-carb. Down the inside, and it was P7 for Iwasa. Now we got Bottas back again. Now it's Zhou and a Kick Sauber. Are they going to collide? Kick Sauber's going to go around the outside and he's going to turn in way too much and hit Zhou. And that was them both crashed together. Yeah, it is. Oh, okay, Bottas goes back past us then.
Mischief, I don't know why.
And Carlos Sainz has a gearbox issue. And Gio is into the pits because everybody's going to do a 0 stop. So I thought, why not go for a 1 stop? Although some people have pit already. But yeah, if everybody's going for a 0 stop and we can make this 1 stop quicker, then that means we'll get 1-2 in the pit stop championship regardless of what happens. And then we'll also be quicker than everyone else at the end. In comes Gio out in 14th. You know, we are losing a lot of places. Could be a loss of 7 places from this.
So car behind now is Gasly.
And Iwasa's going to come to the pits. Ricardo overtakes Gio due to the cold tyres. And into the pits. On go the new tyres. 2.2 seconds for Iwasa. 0.3 quicker than what it was for Gio, but that's more than what we expect. And it should be hopefully 12th for Iwasa. It's only a position loss of 6, but you know, there's a V-carb and an Aston Martin just there. Not all is lost for points.
there's the opening.
Another stellar dive bomb from Gio today into the chicane at the final
The
2
Haas
corners.
completes the move.
What a driver this guy is.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
And Kevin Magnussen's having more problems. Probably just can't drive. Anyway, there is us getting overtaken by Ricardo. Sonoda, then re-overtaking because these V-carbs are stubborn as hell. And there's Gio getting Ricardo. And here's Lando Norris with a problem of some kind, or is he going to lock up? He's going to lock up and go deep, but that shouldn't cost him too much. He's got like 20 seconds to the car behind. And that is Iwasa in front of Ocon and back into the points. And now with 2 points because he's got the fastest lap. It's important that we don't lose that fast lap point. And there's Gio in front of both V-Cubs, which are the hardest cars of the day to pass, in my opinion, so far. Even pushed us on the curb, proper tried shoving us. But Gio had none of it. It's another robust move. Iwasa's up to 9th. We'll move on Hamilton. And Carlos Sainz is now losing hydraulics. So it's now gone from a minor issue to a major issue. And Oscar Piastri is also having problems. Corner cutting, cheating, swine. And then Magnussen overtook Piastri, and what's going to do is he's going to lock up. Most probably. And Hamilton overtakes Iwasa on tyres 35 laps older. Make that make sense. Iwasa does later get him on lap 54. But time is running out for these moves to be made. There we go, up to P8 for Iwasa. Now he sets the fast lap of the Grand Prix again. He's now lost P8 to George Russell. It is what it is. He's now regained P8 to George Russell. That would be 5 points. Gio's now in the points against Hamilton. That would be 6 points for the team, which means we're matching Aston Martin. We need to keep on doing better than this. Now we're about to displace Aston Martin for 7th. That would be 7 points for us, 4 points for Aston Martin. Now we're gaining 3 on them. And it's lap 62 at 17. We're fighting hard with Bottas. But George Russell is having a Tories complaint with that flipping essay. And now Gio is ahead of Russell at 7th and 9th, which is 8 points, 9 points as a team, and it'd be 4 for Aston Martin. Although we've just lost one to Russell, unfortunately. And is it going to be that way? Oh no, it's the final lap now. So we're just going to try and hold back behind George Russell till we need to, and it's 7th place for Iwasa with the fastest lap, I do believe, and Gio's going to come across the line. P9 only just as he stops on the line. So that's 7th and 9th, a minimum of 8 points from today. Aston Martin get 4 maximum. That was a good day for the Constructors' battle with Aston Martin in the championship.
Wow, what a fantastic performance from the Haas driver there.
It's safe to say they exceeded all expectations. A finish in the points, and my goodness, it is very well deserved.
The team has been waiting patiently there, and you can see just how much it means to each and every one of them. And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
Win number 5 is in the bag. They pulled out all the stops, pushing hard to earn that victory.
Plenty of smiles for the cameras as the drivers can let off some steam here in Montreal. Now, Karun, I'd be really keen to know, how do you think the Haas team will be reflecting on today's result?
It was a really strong outcome for them today, with both drivers performing well, capping off a good weekend.
And that's it for this weekend's F1 action here in Montreal.
Formula One will be back to Europe for the next round, on the shores of the Mediterranean, with some heated competition to look forward to in Spain.
We did get fastest lap in the end, so that's 9 points to Aston Martin's 4, and Iwasa re-overtakes Russell in the standings. We build our lead over Aston Martin, and we win the fastest pit stop, and we only get 8th with Gio. I was hoping for better than that, but it's good to see Mega Gamer F1, the team we eventually want to go back to, doing well as well. So we're getting close to thingy, the top of the pit stop championship. That's 1 million. If you're wondering how to get 1 million for race targets, if you're wondering how to get quick pit stops, it's gym training, always gym training. Sponsor plan target achieved, which means we are going to get factory level 2, I think. But that's enough for today. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time for some more amazing F1 Manager 24 content. See you next time.